Hi everyone, welcome again to another session of Learning Together. I am Christian and this is Communication Arts subject. In this lesson, we are going to learn about viewing as the fifth macro skill. But before that, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and tap the notification bell for you to be notified on my next videos. So after this lesson, you are expected to explain the nature, definition, and importance of viewing and cite significance of viewing across various fields. Traditionally, listening, speaking, reading, and writing are the common macro skills in English language that students and teachers alike have known for a very long period of time. But due to the advent of internet and technology, viewing becomes part of the learning process and becomes an integral part in the communication. And eventually, it is included as the fifth macro skill in language communication. Before we dig into its core, let us watch first this clip from Kiran Donahay, an expert in the use of visual arts in language teachings. Alright, the video tells us that we are now living in this visual world. Images are around us and our students are very exposed to those images. And our role as educators and teachers are very vital in helping those students to look for, to give the accurate, the appropriate meaning of those images that they are seeing around them. Alright? So again, we are now living in this visual world, the advent of technology, the internet, and then this digital revolution, the ubiquity of mobile devices which you can access everywhere and anytime, allow us to capture still and moving images easily. The appearance of video sharing platforms like YouTube and Vimeo, and the emergence of social media such as Instagram and Facebook, whose users upload largely visual content, have all contributed to the extraordinary rise in the visual communication. And it is becoming a primary mode of communication nowadays. According to Stephen Apcoin, the author of the Age of Image book, though it was written in 2011, according to him, that what we are seeing is the gradual ascendance of the moving image as the primary mode of communication around the world. In today's time, this is not gradual, this is very rampant, that more or less. And with that, it reflects the languages that we use, it influences the culture that we are in. Okay, because of this, we can say that there is borderless communication. According to Carrie Jewett of 2008, what is needed is an educational framework that recognizes and describes the new forms of text that children meet every day in order to secure the place of multimodal and visual text within the curriculum. And Carrie pertains it to integrating viewing, teaching viewing skill in the curriculum. So as you can see, Carrie uses the word multimodal. Multimodal means combination of different modes. It could be written or linguistic, visual, oral, gestural, and spatial. And viewing involves interpreting images for which words stand and connecting visual images in videos, computer programs, and websites with accompanying printed or spoken words. And for Carrie, it is really vital to incorporate viewing within the curriculum. And also, viewing refers to the ability of the participants to perceive meaning from the visual presentation. As the old adage or saying that goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It's true today, as always has been. There is more retention of knowledge when there's visual representation. According to the International Reading Association and the National Council for English Teachers, that being literate in this modern time is being active critical, and creative users, not only for printed and spoken language, but also for visual languages of the film, televisions, and photography. And it has been supported by Ignatius Joseph Estroga, a language professor at Liceo de Cagayan University, that viewing enhances listening skills. Okay, you will be fascinated to listen to something when when there is visual representation. For example, when you are attending a certain play or performances, you will be enthusiastic to listen to this particular performance because you can see something else. Okay, you will not be bored. And also, viewing enhances reading. When students attend to visual accompanying print, specific textual technique and assumptions, perspective, and the quality of a variety of media. So, I know that you have experience that when you read something, when there's a picture there, you will be motivated to read more because of those pictures that you are seeing in every page. And this is very essential for the students, but especially in the basic education, that there is a picture and then the text accompanying picture on that particular printed text in order for them to be motivated to arouse their interest in reading. That's why viewing visual images enhances reading skills of the child. Of all the definitions of viewing, the Canadian Common Curriculum Framework come up with this comprehensive definition of viewing. It is an active process of attending and comprehending visual media, such as television, advertising, images, films, diagrams, symbols, and photographs, videos, drama, drawings, sculpture, and paintings, and even PowerPoint presentations. So as you can see, viewing is not a passive process, rather it is an active one. It is active because it involves your analyzing, interpreting, and evaluating those visual media. So the question now is, why is it important for us language teachers to teach viewing to our language learners? Why should images and multimodal text with images matter to language teachers, to you as future language teachers? Okay? We cannot deny the fact that majority of our students, especially in this online learning setup, are accessing information outside the classroom that are visual and multimodal text. It gives them the wide opportunity to read, analyze, and evaluate those texts. Further, majority of those multimodal texts are infographics from websites, from blogs, from social media sites. Those are the combinations of printed text and image, where the image actually enhances the text. Therefore, viewing is important because as students are dealing mainly with those visual images, they really need to understand them in order for them to give the exact meaning. Viewing helps the students to develop knowledge and skills to analyze and evaluate visual text and multimodal texts that use visuals. And also, it helps the students acquire information and appreciate ideas and experiences visually communicated by others. Our role now as language teachers is really vital in helping our students to analyze, interpret, and evaluate the images around them. They should be guided in order for them to achieve and get the exact and correct meaning of those visual material. Because we have to go back to the core of education of teaching our students. It is always our target for every educator to really build up these macro skills of every learner in order to achieve this communicative competence. I hope you are learning with the discussion. If so, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment 2 things that you have learned from the discussion and 2 things that you will do to apply what you have learned. And if you have questions, comment it in the comment section below. Okay, I hope you enjoy learning, everyone. See you on my next video.